All right.
Well, hello and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series Championship race at Homestead. That's right, final race of the season, isn't it, Macaulay?
It's final one.
15 races. We've completed 14 this season. And how many different winners have we even had, Macaulay?
Fair amount. Let me get that up right now.
I don't know. Macaulay's going to look that up. We're going to see how many different winners we've had this season. I know last week we seen this car right here that we're looking at, Michael Atkins Jr., and a 41 car go to victory lane, Macaulay.
Yep, I think we've had 7 different winners.
And that was at Kansas, and I'll tell you right now, that was a pretty dominating performance by that 41 car.
It was impressive.
He definitely had Kansas figured out, so we're going to see if he's got the same hands on the wheel for Homestead. And maybe that driver of that 41 car could be a champion at the end of the race, Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
Good to see Captain Trouble in there, Grumpy. Good to see you guys. Got a cheer on that 41 tonight. Anyone else out there in the YouTube land? Oh, there goes Nick Hunt in a 00 car around and around. And around he went, Macaulay.
Yep, he went for a ride.
Macaulay's going to do some quick math for us here, and we're going to find out. I guess we'll find out how many different winners there are. I can think of about 4 off the top of my head, Macaulay.
Yep, we had 7. We had Michael Atkins obviously had 2 wins. Justin Gann had a handful. Nick Hunt had a win this season.
And David Elliott.
David Elliott. Todd Cray had 3 wins.
Yep.
I think Roy Fernandez won the opener. And then we had Austin Hill. Was here for 1 race, and he won his 1 race.
That's right. I can remember that interview, too. So 7 different winners this season to get us to this point on race 15 and the final race of the season for a championship. And while we're talking about that, let's pull up the 8 drivers racing for a title tonight. So you'll see the bracketry go right over here to the 8. And we got the 41, Michael Atkins Jr. We've got Stephen Ayers in the 62, Jonathan Cogswell in the 27, 30 car Gann, 17 of Tommy Haynes, 00, Nick Hunt. He's a gentleman, ain't he?
Yep.
Then we got, the gentleman's Gary May.
Where are we at here? I don't even know.
Yeah, Gary May's the gentleman. We got Nick Hunt in the 00 and Mike Rominger right there in the 29 car. Those are your 8 cars racing for a championship here at Homestead tonight. So 8 drivers, and really 8 drivers who are capable of winning, Macaulay.
Yeah.
I mean, all 8 of these guys, I think that 00 car knocked a win down this season as well.
Yep, he did.
So, I mean, he's won. Gary May, you never know. I mean, May's in that final 8, and he's one of them guys that could just slip into victory lane at Homestead and knock out his first win, Macaulay.
Definitely could. Even Cogswell could. He's shown he's been strong in the playoffs.
Yeah, and we've seen Rominger. Rominger's been second quite a few races, and he's always ran up front, Macaulay, and he's definitely one to watch out for and really a threat to win the championship tonight. So that's Mike Rominger in the 29. Justin Gann, though, we've had, 4 chase races to this point, and Gann's won 2 of them?
Yes.
So
2 or 3.
Maybe 3. I think he might have won 3, Macaulay.
Yeah, I think he was winless going into the playoffs, and that's when he turned the switch on.
He turned the switch on. So Justin Gann, obviously a big threat. Jonathan Cogswell in the 27 car. If he wins the championship, we're looking at that car briefly. We got to get Nation in here to interview the guy, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have to. So then we'll...
Yep, good.
No, I mean, we have to. And if Nation could bring the aliens, that would just be a bonus.
Yeah, he's on standby.
All right, so we got Nation on standby for that. If Cogswell can pull off the win here tonight. And we're going up. I'm going up that 8 backwards now, in case you haven't noticed. And we're going to talk about Stephen Ayers Jr. right here in the 62 car. Ayers hasn't really been quite the front runner, Macaulay. And we're looking at the times right now, and Ayer's going to need a little magic to happen, is all I'm saying,
Yeah.
Macaulay.
Yep.
And then the guy who I feel might be equally as big a threat as Justin Gann is Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41. What do you think, Macaulay?
Yeah, I think they got to be the top two right now, and then I mean it's anybody's game, but they've definitely been the hottest drivers as of late.
All right, and we're gonna get on board for qualifying with the fastest driver in practice, and a driver certainly racing for the championship. I think all of them in the field are.
Yep.
So I think every driver in the field may be racing for a championship here, but
Besides David Elliott, actually.
we're going on board with Michael Atkins Jr., the Melon movement right here. And I'm going to try to go on board with him. I can't find the right switch, but there we go. So outside line, that seems to be the way, don't it, Macaulay?
It does.
I mean, we're seeing it right here out of the driver of the 41 taking the top of the racetrack. Talios wanted to know if we could see the cars. Absolutely, we switched back to it. We were going over the chase bracketry and talking about the chase. Is why we had that up there. And if you were following along with us, you've probably seen that. But if you come in later, you probably didn't. Or maybe you didn't care and wanted me to get back to the cars. I don't know. But it was just practice. We're out of practice and in qualifying now. You're on board with the driver of the 41, Michael Atkins Jr., last week's winner at Kansas, racing for a championship here tonight. And he's currently at the top of the board, Macaulay.
He is. No surprise there. Fastest in practice.
Got her up there by a tenth, and I'll tell you what, this car is loosing on the edge too, isn't it?
Yep, he got into the wall there.
So David Elliott in the 42 car sitting on pit road. Shows him as seventh. Who else we got up there? Let's go to the 00 car. Nick Hunt right here and see where he goes, Macaulay. The card's boring, Talio said. I agree with him. I agree. It is, so we got to get back inside a car here and see a little action. 00 is going to go to third on the board, Michael Macaulay.
Yeah, solid lap.
But another driver to watch out for here is going to come out and make his laps around Homestead for qualifying. That's going to be the driver of the 30 car, Justin Gann. Man, this driver broke into the chase and he found victory lane and didn't want to let it go, Michael Macaulay.
Nope.
And that's what it takes. Man, he's all the way up at the wall. I thought he was going to get into it for a second.
He got close. That's what you have to do to get speed, though.
Yeah, you just got to knock the paint off that right side, don't you?
Yep.
If you do that in qualifying, though, Macaulay, they won't count your lap. Oh, he got it that time.
He did.
Put a nice ding in the right front. Oh, my gosh, look at the top of the board, Michael Macaulay. It changed.
00. Yep, it did.
00 car of Nick Hunt. Right to the top of the board. We'll see if Gann can best that. He's going to take a second lap here, Michael Macaulay, and I'm sure he's going to try to stay out of that wall doing it. 3 and 4 is what got him the last time. We'll see if he can escape it this time, and he's easy on the throttle, right at the center. Picking up the throttle on corner exit. He's right up by the wall. Second lap. It counted for second, so not quite enough to take Nick off the top of the leaderboard. But, man, what can you say about this 00 car right here? Running the Sparko paint. And that looks like, I don't know, we've got 62, no time. 22 of Todd Cray. Join the server, Macaulay. And Cray's one of the drivers racing for a championship. We haven't seen him for a couple of weeks, though.
No, we haven't.
So he has joined the server here, and it looks like maybe Cray will be racing for a championship tonight.
Nope, he's actually not in our top 8.
Oh, he's not. No, he missed the last 2, so there's probably no way he would have transferred over. All right, so we're getting to the lineup finally. Not finally. It takes the same amount of time every week. That right, Macaulay?
Yep.
With that 42 car, David Elliott looks like he's going to jump on the grid here, so
He's ready.
we're going to jump over to the 42 that's currently sitting on pit road now, the 00, the pole sitter. It's loaded into his car, and we're right at the front of the field now, Macaulay. And how many cars we got? 10, 11?
We got 10.
So 10 cars tonight. I think Cray is sitting in his car somewhere. Yep. There's Todd Cray's 22 machine. Good to see Cray back this week.
Yeah, missed him the past couple weeks.
Yep, we've missed him past couple of weeks. Probably haven't even seen Jessica in the chat, Macaulay.
No. She might be here tonight, though.
But she might be back tonight. You're exactly right. So 00 car. There's the 42 car also sitting on pit road. That's going to be David Elliott and Todd Cray. Those are the only 3 that are on pit road. Don't know what the delay is like between our comments and you seeing them.
That'd just be YouTube there.
Like, yeah, whatever YouTube's delay is. It does take a couple of minutes, though, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a minute. I don't know. Maybe somebody can look that up. How long is the YouTube chat delay? Because I know it's not instant. Kind of like the delay from what we're saying and doing right now doesn't get to the broadcast instantly either.
No, it's about a 15, 20-second delay.
15 or 20-second delay there. So maybe it's 15 or 20 seconds on the chat. I'm not 110% sure. And it's going to be an MMO radio night. Just read that one, Grumpy. I like what Talios called the bracket I had up there, the race card. Only Talios play that on us, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it's good to be back here in the booth tonight.
Yeah.
Good to have Macaulay in here with me, and we're going to broadcast a race if these guys will ever load up, Michael Macaulay.
We will. They just need to get all on the line and we're good to go.
I think some of them are celebrating and partying before the race. That's confidence when you do that, man.
Oh, it is.
Some would call that cocky, but sometimes that's what has to be done.
You gotta think you're the best.
Grumpy said he typed that up years ago. Too slow. We'll take that one. That's the only positive race card he's ever seen. Well, Macaulay, I think we're going to do a starting grid.
Yeah.
Well, Homestead's a mile and a half, so we might be able to get through the drivers in a lap. We'll
10
give it a
cars
shot.
begin. Yeah.
We'll give it a shot. We still have we don't even have the 3 that we had.
No.
I think we got 2 of them now, Macaulay. I don't know. I thought my racing locked up for a second, but I don't think it did. They're just still sitting there.
It's been acting funny the past couple days. There's 5 on the grid right now.
I don't show 5 on the grid. You got me a little concerned. Well, Cogswell just got on there. I show him on there. My timing and scoring isn't getting up to date. So let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid. All right, if we got 10, Macaulay, I got 5, you got 5, and here we go. Starting on the pole. I don't think it's his first one this season, actually, but that's the 00 right there, Nick Hunt. And is it his first one? I don't know. That's too much to look up, ain't it, Macaulay?
That is, but I can't even see that.
Yeah, we'll skip it. To his outside, though, watch out for that 30 car. Both those cars, though, are racing for a championship, so watch out for about all the cars on the track here tonight. 99.9% of them, right, Macaulay?
Yep.
So Justin Gann in the 30, starting outside front row. Starting third here, he won it last week, and you fastest car in practice this week. Watch out for that 41, the Melon Movement, Michael Atkins Jr. And his outside in fourth, that guy knows how to get to victory lane because we've seen him do it 2 or 3 times in the regular season, Michael McCauley, and that's going to be David Elliott's 42. Starting fifth, though, I think he broke in victory lane once this season. And he's been second a lot. And I don't think he wants to be second in the championship race at Homestead here tonight, so I'd be on the lookout for the 29 of Mike Rominger. Take it away, Michael McCauley.
Starting sixth, you got Gary May, the gentleman. And starting seventh, you got Jonathan Cogswell in the 27. He's had some solid runs here in the playoffs. And then starting eighth, you got the guy that's going to try to play spoiler tonight, just wants a win. Todd Cray in the 22. Starting, where are we going here? Going to be starting ninth, you got Chad Osborne in the 5. And then round out the field is going to be Stephen Ayers Jr. in the 62.
There's the 62, and there's the 5 car right there, Chad Osborne. So we're going to close out the grid, get to the front of the field right here with the 00 car, your leader. Well, at least he will be at the start, right, McCauley?
Yep.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll bet you that 00's been putting some practice laps down, and there's not too many of these drivers racing for a championship that probably haven't been. But if the preferred line is the outside line, do you really want to start at the bottom? That's the question, McCauley.
No, you want to get a good launch here and try to get that outside.
So he's going to try to snooker that 30 car to the outside and get that 00 car up there. But I'll tell you what, the car's definitely loose here, and we've seen it in practice, so let's pay attention, Michael McCauley. We're green flagging racing. And he got a good start, so the 00 and Nick Hunt, he's going to go right to the front, McCauley.
Here comes Gann with that run, and
look
and
at Atkins, right, the 41 car. Gann's going to go to the bottom and make the pass work. Now the 41's going to follow him down the straightaway. Looks like those two drivers got a lot better run right there off the corner than the 00 did. So now Nick's going to find himself from the lead to third. And look at the 22 of Todd Cray mowing through the field, McCauley.
Oh, I know. I was just about to mention him.
Todd Cray working his way from the back of the field up to the 4th position. Oh, Cray loose to the bottom of the track. We got another car loose back there. Who was it, McCauley?
I missed that one. Was it Ayers? It was Ayers.
I think it was Ayers. I think that's exactly who it was. I had to restart timing and scoring, but it was the 62 car, Stephen Ayers Jr. We got a wreck. We got a wreck. Big wreck. 00 car is tied up in it. Lots of damage. 29 car Rominger, 5 car Chad Osborne. Wow. Lap number 3, caution flag number 1. I guess we're going to check out and see what happened there, aren't we, McCauley? We didn't want to see it happen, but let's back this thing up about 20 seconds and see.
It just snapped.
So we said that the car was loose, and it looked loose in practice, and I got a feeling that's what we're going to see here. You see Nick had plenty of room between him, and Elliott got loose in the same spot. Do you see that?
Yep.
He's going to escape the wreck, but, man, the 5 had nowhere to go. The 29 had nowhere to go. And that's that 00 car, that pretty much going to eliminate him from championship, McCauley.
Yep, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. There's no fast repairs. That car's got considerable damage on it sitting on the track right here. And the other guy, it got quite a bit of damage is this 29 car right here, Rominger.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage.
Whole back of the car's missing. As long as the spoiler's there, though, it won't affect him too bad probably. But, man, that car snapped, and Rominger had nowhere to go. Hard contact with the inside wall, so he's got a lot of front end, right side damage, really heavy. Back of the car's got a spoiler, but nothing below that. Might actually speed the car up. I don't know.
It might make it lighter a little bit.
A little bit lighter. So Chad Osborne, the third car to get damage in this. Not sure how bad the 5 is, but I think he might have come out of it a little bit better, Macaulay. So we got Hal Amy in there. John Wimbish is in the chat, but he's not in the car tonight. He's cheering Nick on, and unfortunately Nick got quite a bit of damage there. And look who just joined the chat. The aliens let Nation loose.
Oh, boy.
So we are on caution flag number 1, and there's a lot of cars on pit road at the attention of their crews. 62, 5. Is that the 10 car, May?
He's got some damage, too, on the right side.
What happened to him? That feller's car looks a little beat up, don't it?
It does.
So May with damage, a 29 car Rominger with an extended stay on pit road. And Chad Osborne's just going to hit the disconnect button. I think Osborne's done.
Yep.
So we hate to see that for the driver of the 5 car. Meanwhile, back up front, 5 laps into 130, 1 caution flag so far. Haven't seen Bender in here.
No.
So we didn't get an over-under on that, so we're just going to have to do it from now on, Macaulay. Over-under 3.
Oh, it's going to be under.
So Macaulay says under. What's your pick?
I don't think we're getting any more.
All right, so Macaulay's under at 1. Anybody else want to jump on? Because this car's snappy loose. I'm going over at 4. So the over-under will be 3. I'll put that in the chat. How's that? So we remember it. Make sure I spelled that right. So I'm over at 4. You're under at 1. We'll see where Grumpy, Talios, Nation, Hal, Amy, anyone else that wants to join in on the cautions tonight. The car's just snappy loose, Macaulay.
It is.
You got Gann up front, the 41 car, right behind him, Mellow Movement, Michael Atkins Jr. Back in third, though, David Elliott in the 42. And I'll tell you what, if you give that 22 car of Todd Cray a few more laps to figure this place out. Grumpy's got 2. Well, he's under 3, so he's at 2. So you're at
Boosky
1,
at
Grumpy's
5.
Boosky went to 5. Not a bad call there, Boosky. I'm kind of with you on that one tonight.
Might just have the pace car if we got 5.
Talia's going to go for 5, too, so I guess there's going to be 2 winners, huh?
Yep.
If it's 5. So I'm at 4. You're at 1.
Yep.
Grumpy's at 2. Nobody went an even 3 yet, Macaulay.
No.
These guys are 2 by 2 though, so we're getting ready for a restart, Michael Macaulay, and we got Gary May and the 10 car rejoining the field. Did Rominger rejoin?
No, he's still on pit road.
He's still on pit road, and it's showing him a
2 laps down now.
2 or 3 laps down right now. That's right. So there we go. Back up at the front, you're going to see that number 41 car there, the Mellow Movement. The 30 car, Justin Gann, is the race leader. 42, David Elliott. 22, Todd Cray. Jonathan Cogswell rounding out the top 5, and there we go. Gann didn't mess around. He got on the gas, Macaulay. Looking at the overhead on the 30 car, just got some mixed cameras going on right now. Oh, 22 of Cray's going to take second.
He's working on Mo?
No, Atkins is going to go up there and work on both of them, Macaulay.
He is. I thought Cray was going to have the run.
Yeah, it looked like Cray was going to have the run on him, but that 41 went after him, and he's running a little bit higher line in the corner, and, man, he is all over the 30. He may get up there. No, he's loose.
Ooh.
Wow, good save by the 41. The 22 checking up right there to keep from getting into him, Macaulay. And we got a side-by-side battle for second now. So good save from that 41 car. Last week's winner trying to win a championship here. We know it'd mean a ton to him to pull it off, Macaulay.
Oh, it would.
Todd Cray back in third, doing a great job avoiding the 41 when he got loose. And Cray looks like he's getting a car underneath of him pretty good now, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Early in the race, we didn't see the 22 take much practice, so he looks like he's starting to get the car under him as he's moving a little closer. We got a new leader.
Yep.
41 car, Michael Atkins Jr. wanted it, and he went up there, and guess what he did, Macaulay?
He took it.
He took it, and he's pulling away. Gann might have had a problem, but he's fallen back into the clutches of that 22 car, Todd Cray, right now, Macaulay.
He looks like he's searching right now, running different lines.
Yeah, he went down to the bottom, and I don't know what Cray's doing there, but Cray's running down on the low side of the track too. And now he's got the 42 of Elliott going around him on the outside. So they're trying something a little bit different here. 11 laps into the run. They did not go to pit road. The first one to pit was Stephen Ayers Jr. So the 22 just searching around a little bit. Atkins, he ain't searching nothing. Is he, Macaulay?
No, he's just trying to drive away.
He hunted the front, he took it, and now he's trying to drive away from him. But Gann's keeping that thing. Gann's running a different line. He is. Looks like Gann can close in a little bit on a corner entry, but after that it's over, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
And
Gann got loose.
Gann got loose. He's going to drive it up the track, fall back to third right here, and almost in the clutches of Cray, who's now fallen back to fourth, Macaulay.
I think Elliott just got into the wall.
But look at a driver moving forward. That 42 car, David Elliott, up to second. So David Elliott, a few wins this season. He's got the stripe at Homestead. That used to be the Darlington stripe, but now it's the Homestead stripe, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you, I can remember when you used to run, that was a line around Homestead, top of the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is a line you used to run around here. And we haven't had to run it for quite a while now. So I think some of these guys got to get used to wall riding again. You see that Gann's he's got a mirror full of the 22 right there, Todd Cray. So Gann back in the third spot. We've seen him get extremely loose. Looks like Cray's going to move up the track, start using the top again. But the driver who has definitely put some seat time in this week, he won at Kansas on a track that looked like it was a little tough to drive, and he's pulling away here tonight at Homestead, Macaulay.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he wants to leave any question mark after tonight, does he?
No.
He wants to try to best the field again 2 weeks in a row in the chase. And that would certainly hand that driver his first championship, at least here in the Cup Series. Man, that battle for second is heated up, Macaulay.
Yeah, David Elliott got loose off the 1 and 2.
Elliott got loose, handed it over to Gann. We're off the front of Elliott's car now, and look at Todd Cray go right by on the bottom. So Elliott running the top side. Gann and Cray both are going to go around them. And that 22 is right on the bumper damn near of that 30 car. And he's been there for a while, Macaulay.
He hasn't really left it.
So the positions have switched around again. Gann second, Cray third, and David Elliott in the 42 fourth. We've seen Elliott move up there and take the second spot, but a guy gets up there and he has some trouble, Macaulay.
Yeah. Hurts you real quick.
Now we're watching the 30, the 22. The 42 still going to stay on that outside line. The leader's been doing it and pulling away from these guys. He's 3.1 seconds up, Michael McCauley. 3.2. He is driving off. And Elliott's got her right up at the wall, right up at the top of the track. It looks like Cray and the 30 car Gann are running almost identical lines. But they got to switch this up, man. They got to figure out what works and try to knock a little bit of time off that leader. I mean, you can race each other for second right there, but you got to go for the win if you're going for a championship here, McCauley.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's winner It's reset again, right?
Yep. Everybody's even.
Zeroed out at even.
Yep.
And it's the final reset because it is the final race of the season here. Man, this battle, I can't walk away from it right now, McCauley. Cray's going to take the outside and go after the 30.
He's trying to find a way.
He just couldn't get the run, could he?
Nope. Trying a different line here.
He's wall riding it now. He's got her up there, man. And, man, look at Elliott's behind him has still got her all the way up at the wall. But look at the run to 22. He got loose, but he still got a hell of a run off the corner.
He kept her in the gas.
But meanwhile, up front, wow.
This is like a replay.
4-second lead. 19 of 130 laps in. One caution flag to slow us down so far. They're 20 laps into the run, though, McCauley. How long can they go on fuel, you reckon?
Probably about 35, 40, I would say.
So 35 to 40 is probably my guess, too. Man, Cray able to run right with the 30, but nowhere to go with the run.
Elliott's there again.
Yeah, and the 42 stayed committed to the top just like the leader. And he gets back in there every time showing that the top is the faster way, McCauley.
Yeah. He can make it work.
At least the more consistent way, as you see him right now running on the back of the 22. And, I mean, he is right up at the wall, and that's what, I guess, during the race, that's what you want to practice making work for you. Let's get back here a little farther. We're going to find the 27 car, Jonathan Cogswell. I don't want to forget about these guys, McCauley, because they're also racing for a championship here.
Yeah, they're still in it.
And, man, there's a long time to figure it out. We're 21 laps of 130, so there's a long way to go. Where's the gentleman, Gary May?
He is 6th place right now, right where he started.
6th place, so he started 6th. He's sitting 6th, and I see a little damage on the car, but it doesn't look any worse for the wear, McCauley.
No, it shouldn't have hurt it too much.
Not going to affect him too much. He's getting around here pretty good right now. His lap times are looking pretty competitive still. And behind him, you're not going to see him because we're looking off the back of Gary May, and I can't find the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr., so I'm going to have to click on him, McCauley. Right here, 62 car Stephen Ayers Jr. back in the 7th position. And Ayers is the last car on the lead lap right now in 7th, McCauley.
Yep.
And then
he has some damage as well.
He got a little damage on his hot rod. We'll go back to another car that's damaged and still on pit road, 19 laps down now. It's going to be the 29 of Mike Rominger, and the only one farther back is that 00 car, the pole sitter. And, man, you hate it for these two drivers on pit road, McCauley.
Yeah, and what, lap 2 or 3?
Meanwhile, looks like they're cutting into his lead a little bit. That's the 41 car right here, 3.7 second lead, so I wouldn't say they're cut into it a bunch there, McCauley.
Slowly.
But that battle for seconds heating up behind him again.
30's got it.
30's got it. 22 wants it. I think the 42 wants it as well. Gano is really committed to that lower line. Since he got past for the lead, he went to the bottom searching, and he's kind of committed there, McCauley, and he's keeping pace with him right now.
He is. He gained 0.2 that lap.
He's able to gain 0.2 of a second working that bottom, and the 22's right there too. I mean, he might be learning from the 30 at this point. I don't know. But that 42 has stayed committed to the top, Michael McCauley, and he's still there too.
Yeah, he's not going away.
Oh, look at the run the 22 gets on the bottom here. He's going to work the bottom of the 30 car, but Gang gets the run off the corner, middle of the track. Great racing right here. Second spot, David Elliott, 42 all the way up at the wall. And he's making it work better now, McCauley.
He is.
I don't know, maybe it's something to do with saving tires, but we're watching off the back of his car just how close that 42 gets up to that wall.
The closer you get, the more speed you're going to get.
He is trying to run these guys down, trying to hold pace, but I'll tell you what, they are cutting into the lead once again. But that just might be the leader taking it easy.
Yeah, no reason to push it.
I think he
Keep
might.
the car clean.
Yeah, he might take her easy for a lap and go get her for a lap, Macaulay. But Todd Cray's not letting the 30 go anywhere. He's been able to run with him here, Macaulay. So that shows you the 22's probably got a pretty strong race car. But like you said, he missed a couple of races the past couple of weeks, so he's not in the final 8, and he's going to let the 42 go. I'm wondering if he's pitting here. Nah, I think maybe he just let the 42 go, Macaulay.
Yeah, maybe he knows 42's a little faster right now. Maybe he's got some strategy he's trying to work.
So up front with Atkins, and we're going to see what's going on because he's lost about a second of that lead that he had. So we'll see if he's running a different line or nope, he's still up there by the wall, Macaulay. It looks like the bottom's faster on the long run.
Yeah.
Is what I'm seeing. But when I say that, I mean David Elliott is now running Gandown. They're almost identical lap times, but they're 0.3 faster than Michael Atkins Jr. right now. So I think Atkins backed it down. I don't think he's pushing it real hard, Macaulay.
No need to.
Or look at his lap times for a couple laps here just to see. What'd he go, 3:44?
Yep, they almost equaled out that last lap.
2:20 for Gan Elliott, though, 0.2 faster than either one of them. And, of course, the 22 of Todd Cray let that 42 go, but he's still there. And Elliott running the higher side, he gets that long run down the straightaway, able to close in, but he loses it on corner entry, Macaulay.
Man, he gets that close to the wall. It looks like he's rubbing it.
Yeah, you see Todd Cray right there with him on that overhead view. But if Cray can't get around him through the corner, the 42 gets such a good run off of it down the straightaway. And he's working on the 30 now.
He might have him.
It's going to be close as they come off the corner here. Gann gets a good run, but watch his 42.
Ooh, Cray just hit the wall.
So Todd Cray hit the wall right here. 22 is going to back off quite a bit, running in the 4th position. Maybe it's a cue to come to pit road. We'll find out. 2.6 seconds is a lead, and that's exactly what it was, Macaulay. There's the cue for pit road.
Yep.
Looked like he got it woed down, so he's going to bring the 22 to the attention of the crew. 4 fresh tires is definitely a must right here, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He's got some damage on it, too.
Yeah, he hit it pretty hard.
Nation, you want to run down by that fence there around turn 4. You might find some eBay stuff.
Yeah.
I think he got the back bumper off that 29 of Rominger.
He might have. He took a lot of Nick Hunt's front end, too.
So right here, the 22 of Todd Cray is going to be the first car to pit, and he's going to take an extended stay on pit road, Macaulay. So we're going to go back to the leader. It's 2.1 seconds now. Gann is closing the gap. And Gann was 0.3 faster than anyone on the track the last lap, Michael McCauley.
Whew.
So Gann's lapping 34.1s, Atkins is 34.4s, Elliott 34.4s, and Cogswell, May, and Ayers are all back in 34.5s and 35.0s. So big difference right now. 1.8 seconds is the lead for the 41, and he's changing his lineup, but he's loose, McCauley.
I was going to say, he got real loose there.
He got loose there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time, the race leader. And he'll start seeing that 30 car in his mirror again. He's got it ran right up at the wall. 34.100, 34.200 out of Elliott, and a 34.930 out of the 41 after he got loose. And 1.2 seconds is the lead. Not only is the 30 catching him, he's doing it in a hurry. There's Tommy Haynes. How you doing, buddy? We definitely miss seeing that 17 car out there, whether it be the Bang car, the Busch car, or the bootlegger. Right, McCauley?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And we don't have the 56 car out here, but he was in the chat tonight, so good to see you guys in the watching the stream in the chat. So 1.2 seconds is the lead. We're going to see if Atkins can get it figured out on the long run here. It looks like the 30 car's got the long run figured out, and 1 second is the distance, Macaulay. But there
It'll be soon time for a pit stop, though.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe 4 fresh tires, and the 41 can get back after it and build the lead back up. But it's down to 0.7 of a second, Macaulay. That 30 car started working the bottom, and he's perfected it. But the top can be fast, too, because I believe the 42 car's been committed to it, and he's still right there as well.
He's been catching as well.
He was a 0.5 faster than Gann the last lap, Macaulay. These guys are just kind of trading off times, but the 41 in this longer run is definitely struggling. Michael Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
And Grumpy's right. Hell of a race so far. So less than a second, 0.7 of a second between first and second. 38 laps into the run. Pit stop should be coming up shortly. Oh, Tommy had to get the boys' cart ready to roll for the season. Good luck to you guys in that. So there's the 41. 0.3 now, Macaulay.
Is he coming down pit road? Nope. He took a way different line there.
He took a different line, but he goes up. I think Gann might be on pit road. He is. 30 car going to be the first of the lead group right here to hit pit road. So he's getting it slowed down here. Atkins, we're going to see how much longer he stays out. 39 laps into the run, 130 lap race here. So if you went 40, 80, 120.
Yep.
Math don't work. But, man, if you could stretch it out to 45, math starts looking good.
Oh, here comes Atkins and Elliott.
Yep, so they probably went as far as they could. Right? Oh, no. David Elliott found the barrels, man. That is not good, Macaulay. Running in the top 3, racing for a championship here at Homestead. And he found the barrels at the end of pit road, and they don't move.
No, they're not forgiving.
They're not very forgiving, are they?
Nope.
But everybody else, be aware that he found the barrels and there's water at the end of pit road. Be careful.
Might be a little slippery now.
So look who the leader is now, the gentleman.
He actually pitted that last caution. So he has a little bit, can go a little longer here.
He could go a little longer. He's got 33 laps, and I'll tell you what. We'll math out when he stops because that might work out, Macaulay.
It may.
So him and Stephen Ayers Jr. are the two to keep an eye on that. Ayers has got 35 laps, but, I mean, we get around 45. We go another 45. We're at, what, 90?
Yep.
But the problem is, even though he can go 45 this run,
he's losing time now.
the next run he'll go 40. Well, no, he can go at least another 5 laps. That would put him at like 46.
Yeah.
So then when he pitted again, it'd be what, 66?
86, right?
Or 86.
It's going to be close.
That would be really close, actually. He might be able to stretch it and make it, is what I'm saying. Dakota said there was a wall there. Well, if he didn't know, Dakota, he found it. I found them barrels before, Macaulay.
I think we all found them before.
So Atkins back out on the track. There's the 41 right there going by, Stephen Ayers. But he's behind Gann like 4 seconds, Macaulay. And Gann's sideways. Holy crap, just got on the second place car, Justin Gann, and he went for a little bit of a ride, Macaulay.
He did, but he saved it.
He saved it, but that's going to allow the 41 to catch him by about a second or so. It looks like when you push this thing early on, you're asking for trouble, Macaulay.
Yeah.
She's a little bit, he had trouble early on in the first run, running that top, if you remember.
Yeah, we saw that.
You can see him working it, but, I mean, right in the picture here, the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. And Atkins is about 3 seconds behind the 30 car, and we're watching that because that's going to be your first and second place car after this pans out. And, man, 6.5 seconds is what Elliott lost hitting them barrels right there. I'm going to go with Captain Trouble. I think Nation might have sprinkled a little snow on the track too, Macaulay.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that one.
So here's the 42 car. And you can see the damage on the right front of that car, Macaulay, where it contacted those barrels on pit road.
Yeah, it might be affecting some of his speed, too.
So I'm watching the 10 car for a reason, because we're 46 laps in. The 10 car's still on the racetrack. So he is
he's not losing. He's not losing a ton of time either.
No, he's still on the track, not losing a ton of time to these guys. He's running it right up there by the wall. He might be on to something here, Macaulay, especially if he can hit 50.
Oh, yeah, if he hits 50, we could be talking about another story.
Yep. He hits 50, that's 90. Oh, he's got 40 laps on him right now, Macaulay. I think a guy might hit 50.
He may go for it.
Maybe he's been saving a little, too.
Yeah. If you know you don't have him on speed, there's other strategies to try to get it.
So that's what Homestead looks like from the nose camp on the 10 car. The race leader right now.
He's in now.
He's coming in now, so that's going to be 48 when he crosses the line on pit road. And he brought her in hot, Macaulay. He was hot.
He was real hot on that.
We're going to watch the pit stop right here, and I'm going to tell you why, because he might have been a little too hot, Macaulay.
It was close.
He may be a little too hot, but we're going to find out as he comes in here. They'll let you change your tires. They'll just keep your ass on pit road, won't they, Michael Macaulay?
Oh, they will. Not a good feeling. He knows now if he has it or not, but we don't.
Yeah, he knows if he has it, but we don't know, so we're going to wait. When they drop that jack, if he goes. Oh, he didn't get it. He brought her in hot, but slowed her down. Great pit stop for the 10 car.
Heck of an entry.
The gentleman, Gary May, and he's going to bring it out on track, and he's definitely not on the same strategy as your race leader. But I'll tell you what, Macaulay, looking at it, because we know he was 3 seconds back, a guy's cut that time way down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like basically in half. So definitely for the first half or 3/4 of the run, this 41 car is a rocket. We're talking about the 41 on the nose of that car right now. That's Michael Atkins Jr., the Mellon Movement, racing for a championship here, closing in on the race leader. 49 laps of 130. We want to thank all the viewers for staying tuned in. We're trying to make it not boring for you. Nick was involved in the first and only caution we had, Tommy. And he is currently getting his car worked on for the last 48 laps on pit road. So there's the 00 car right there. And I believe that Rominger has rejoined the track. Mike Rominger being 28 laps down now, of course.
Yep, he's back out there.
Also caught in the first caution, the 22 car of Todd Cray. And the 5 car Chad Osborne are retired from the race. So 1.5 seconds is the lead for this driver. Racing for a championship here. 30 car Justin Gann. Car looks like it was a little unsettled out of that corner too, Macaulay.
Yeah, we see that halfway through the run with Gann, then it seems to settle down for him.
Yeah, we've seen a few drivers' championships hopes affected tonight. And we don't want to see that, Macaulay, but it does happen.
Oh, yep. Part of racing, unfortunately.
Going to have to call it the Melon Cup after tonight, Dakota says. I kind of like the sound of that, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
Gano's holding his own right now at this point in the run as he's going to go by and put the 29 car Mike Rominger another lap down. So that'll make it like 29 laps for Rominger now. And looking off the front of the 30 car. And just when I said that, the Melon movement moves a little closer.
Another 2/10 that lap.
Yeah, he bested him by 2 or 3 tenths, didn't he, Macaulay? 2.5.
He's catching him.
Elliott, though, is that damage is affecting that 42 car, and he's fallen a little bit farther behind those guys. He's still solidly, if that's a word.
It can be tonight.
Yep, but he's up in the top 3 podium, very solid, Michael McCullough. That's what I'm going after, solid. It's a good, solid podium that he's in. MMO Radio Cup. Like the sound of that one too, Grumpy. How about the Nation 01 Cup?
That would work.
Or the Alien Cup, because that would kind of go along with it, Michael McCullough.
I would.
So there's Cogswell back here in the 4th spot, and he's 6.7 seconds behind David Elliott. And he's 17 seconds behind the race leaders. But I'll tell you how to wipe 17 seconds out instantly, Michael McCauley.
The yellow flag.
Yellow flag. Do it every time, won't it?
It will.
And the gentleman, Gary May, is still on the lead lap after his pit stop, but he's got the leader. The leader's right behind him, McCauley.
He doesn't want to go a lap down.
But a guy's got fresher tires, man. So we'll have to see what the 10 car can do if he can get away from trouble here.
Or he's saving fuel.
And he might be saving fuel. That might be right because the lap time was pretty considerable, the difference between it. Oh, little shaky at the top, little bit in the wall. 30 cars going to go by. Melon Cup presented by MMO. How about the MMO Watermelon Nation Cup?
Yeah.
The Nation Cup presented by the Melon Movement and MMO Radio, McCauley.
It's a lot there.
Yep, too much to put. 1.2 seconds, so Atkins is chipping away at it. It's slowly chipping away now, but nonetheless, the cat's chipping away at it. Taking a look at the 41, fire and ice on the car. That car's confused, don't know whether it's cold or hot, McCauley. But we know what it stands for. MMO Radio. Melon Movement. There's watermelons all over. Melons have taken over the car, Michael McCauley. Nope, that didn't happen.
They did before.
They took over they're taking over the
chat.
The chat. Thank you, Tommy Haynes. I appreciate that, buddy. Nation said there's too many things wrong with what we said, Macaulay.
Like what?
I don't know. They don't want the Nation MMO Movement Watermelon Chat or Watermelon Cup. Wants the aliens in Nation bunghole.
He would like that. He would approve that name.
Oh, he'll fire back after that one, won't he?
Oh, he will.
Shots fired, Nation. Shots fired. All right, Gann, why the 41 dropped to the bottom to get around the 10, able to pick up a little bit of time, and I think it's that time of the race that Gann goes to the bottom.
I believe so. He gained 4/10 that last lap.
21 seconds into the run, and Gann is working the bottom of the track, and this is where the 30 seemed to be better on the long run, but we don't know what the 41 was or wasn't saving there, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So that first run, just throw that shit out the window because we don't know what's been saved and what hasn't. It's the Melon Cup presented by MMO Radio. Plain and simple, Grumpy said. Nope, not plain and simple. It is debatable. Right, Macaulay?
Oh, yeah.
And
anything's up for debate.
We got a lobby for nation, don't we?
Yep.
So there's the 30. 1.7 seconds ahead of the 41 car. Not just for a race win tonight, it's for everything, championship and all. This is it, Macaulay. Here I am to wreck your day. So David Elliott still 10 seconds back. Maybe on the long run he's able to make up a little time, but we know he has damage on the car. They said someone's doing the watermelon crawl either way tonight. We got Grumpy loading the guns, man.
Gann's starting to pull away now. It's 2.5 seconds now.
Yeah, Gann's pulling away. First run, we seen the, what the F is that? I'm going to clear that out and pretend like I didn't see it come up on my phone, Michael Macaulay, and we're going to move on here. If you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon. Ain't that right, Michael Macaulay?
Yep.
That's, you know what?
What happened to Hackins?
I feel like adrenaline there. I don't know. Is he on pit road?
He's pitting. He's splitting the run.
Yep, he split the run. So, good call because you're still going to have to pit at the end of the race, and he's in and out. And I think it's a great call, Michael Macaulay. I really do.
Yeah, if you knew he would start to lose the ground on Gann, might as well make that move now.
But adrenaline, don't threaten me with a good time with that gun. You'll do the watermelon crawl then, won't you? Hell, just a liquor make you do that, won't it, Macaulay? Couple bootleggers and you're crawling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a pack of them. What do they come in, 6-packs?
Individuals.
Individuals, he said. How many individuals for you're doing a watermelon crawl?
I haven't gotten that far yet, but you had some crown in there, too. It's...
All right, so one of the things I seen that they released in Florida, and Grumpy may have seen this, we have hard Mountain Dew now. Macaulay.
Is it not your grandfather's?
It is alcoholic Mountain Dew.
Because I know not your grandfather's had a hard Mountain Dew.
Well, now PepsiCo has a hard Mountain Dew.
Huh.
So it's Mountain Dew with a kick. And I believe I seen there in Florida and Tennessee. So if you're here in Florida like I am, or you're in Tennessee, go pick up some hard Mountain Dew.
I got to know how it is.
We'll say that you heard it here. Gann's not falling for what the 41 did. He's going to stay out on the track right now, Macaulay.
He is.
And we mathed it. I mean, if you ran 40 laps the first run, you run 40 laps the second run, that's 80. And you run 40 more, that's what, $120?
Yep.
You're still 10 laps short, Michael McCullough. I like what the 41 did. You know, he's still got to make all those stops anyway. So why not try something? But Gann has a 13-second lead. If I was Gann, I'm backing off the gas pedal, dude.
Oh, I'm saving.
I'm running the crappiest lap times you ever seen.
Nation, good thing I don't drink and drive.
Adrenaline said, yeah, a kick in the ass. That's exactly what that'll be. A hard Mountain Dew's that kick in the ass. Good luck with that, Captain. It's been tried for years and everybody failed. They all fucking failed. There went my mouth.
Yeah.
See what they caused.
They did. First time of the season.
All right.
Gann's in now.
Gann's in a little earlier. What's he on? 31?
Got about 30 laps.
30 laps right there, roughly.
I'll be curious who has the lead here. It should be Atkins.
Should be Atkins, I would say. He had a good pit stop, so we're going to watch the 30 right here. This is where you don't want to make a mistake on pit road. If you go in too fast, too hot, Macaulay, you're done.
Yep.
If you speed off a pit road, you're done, basically. But if they all got penalized, then none of them would be done. But I'm still interested to see, because look how he's cutting into the time. Where's this going to put Gary May in the thick of things?
Yeah.
Because we know May he's in her for the long run, and he's going to make one less stop than these guys, Michael McCauley. I didn't know Nation could drive. Nation wouldn't know how to act, and he couldn't even find his way out of West Virginia, could he, Hal? You guys can keep all that weather right up in them cold-ass states that you're in, and we'll keep I don't know. It's a little hot today, if I'm going to be honest with you. I was sweating pretty bad. I think it was like in the mid to high 80s, Michael McCauley. It was bullshit.
We don't got that here. We got an ice storm again. Gann kept the lead, too.
So Gann able to keep the lead, pit later, and keep the lead by 0.7 of a second, actually, and that should increase on new tires, McCauley. We'll see. Nope. That 42's got his tires warmed up, don't he? Shut up, Hal. That's a tricycle.
David Elliott disconnected.
So David Elliott's giving it up, and the lead is getting close. 0.3 of a second. Michael Atkins Jr. sees it, and I think he wants it, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
Looking off the front of the 30 car right now. There is a lap car up in front of him. And that 41's right there. They're in the same picture. Nation's got a G.I. Joe's power wheel, Macaulay. I knew there was something to that. That's what he got after that quarter-pounder trip, isn't it, Michael McCauley?
Oh, yeah.
Man, this lead battle heated up now. 30 car pedaling the gas. They went around a lap car. 41 is right there, and that was close.
That was.
Read that chat, Macaulay.
Captain.
They had a shit geyser at work. Man, this is close racing up here.
41. Look at this run he has on the high side.
Man, he sent it, didn't he?
He did, and it stuck, and he's cleared.
He got him, cleared him. So 41 sending it to the top of the track, back to the front of the field. Turbo time. I'll see you later. Nation said he can't get a golf cart after that shit. No, you can't. I'll tell you what you can get, Nation. A bicycle. And put you a little motor on it. Or you can get in the back seat of the wife's car and let her take your ass to work. Right, Macaulay?
Oh, yeah. First to the laundry room.
Like, baby, give me a ride to work. Hashtag full sent. That's what it looked like, too. And he's on the gas, Macaulay. He's pulled off 6/10 right now.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to get as far away as he can.
There is, I don't know if I'm mapping it, about 6 laps difference between the tires on the 41 and the 30.
Ooh, Gann might have got into the wall a little bit there.
Grumpy can English well. Gann's already on the bottom, Macaulay. That's a little early in the run for that. It seems like he drives different whether he's behind or in front. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
When he was in front, he stayed at the top longer, and then he went down to the bottom. And now that he's behind the 41 car, and I wonder if Gann took 2 tires, Macaulay.
He could have. Maybe that's how he had the lead when he came off.
Because I figured the 41 would have went to the lead, but that doesn't mean the 30 didn't take 2 tires. And that might be what we're seeing right here, but we'll figure it out. Grumpy gets to the back seat and ain't going anywhere. He can get a quarter-pounder throw. Nation said it's sad to see his car sit there with no one to drive it. Macaulay ain't too far. He'll come up. He'll come down there and drive it for you, Nation.
Yeah, I drive your number now. I can drive your car.
Go to. He's talking about his Camaro.
Oh yeah, I'll drive that for you.
His SS. Nation. Michael Macaulay will take that around the block for you a few times. Nation. He may even take you to get a quarter-pounder.
Oh yeah.
And a 6-pack of hard Mountain Dew. All that shit might happen. Or maybe it won't. Maybe he won't take you nowhere and just steal your car and your wife.
I won't steal his wife. Battle for the lead again.
Yep. Gann has got the line figured out again, so he's going right back after the 41 car, and 82 laps in, and we got a lead battle. Trying to look and see when they're going to pit again. It's going to be a little while, isn't it, Macaulay?
About 7 laps are in their window.
They ain't in their window. We're 80 in now.
7 more laps they would be, I believe, right?
Man, that 41 staying right there side by side with them. My camera switched off the battle. That almost pissed me off, but looks like the 30's going to clear him this time, Macaulay. 41 looked like he got a little bit out of shape out of turn 4 right there. So we've been talking. We're 84 of 130 laps now, Macaulay. It's starting to wind down. And right after that lead battle on a different pit strategy, he's got about 35 laps on this run. 3rd place right now. So podium spot, 10 car, Gary, the gentleman may.
Has he made his final? No, he hasn't. He's got to make one more stop yet.
Macaulay. I bet she's tuned right in, Nation. If she's not, I'm going to have Hal's wife or Hal, one of you, message her and get her to tune in. Read the chat. So May is, 20 seconds behind him. But I know he's on a different pit strategy. He's 37 laps on this one. I'm getting messages. So in fourth, he's 1 lap down, but the 27 of Cogswell's still there. Could get a lucky dog with a caution, McCauley.
Yeah, still in it.
Adrenaline said to get back on the lead cars, damn it. There's Ayers Jr. And the other car is Nick Hunt in the 00 car. We got to go through the field, too, Adrenaline. Those lead cars ain't the only 2 cars in this race.
Nope.
That right, McCauley?
There's a couple more on the track.
Them guys want to come up and they want to watch their prime time. Believe me. There's my car. Looks good, don't it? Right, McCauley.
Yep. I think there we got 4 on the track we got to go through.
So I went back up to the lead cars for you, Adrenaline, and Gann's got about a 2-second lead over Michael Atkins Jr.'s 41 car right now.
Nick Hunt just brought her back out onto the track.
And look at that. The 00 car got her back out on the racetrack after 85 laps.
Missing his front bumper, rear bumper, the spoiler.
Not needed at this point, McCauley.
It's going to be a handful.
Just to sit on, pit road that long and get the work done on it, Michael McCauley, is enough.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, and I hand it to Nick for sticking in there and, hanging out that long to get that thing repaired to make some laps out there. Way to go. That's what it's about. Yet, I think I've done that, McCauley.
I wouldn't have done it. And Gary May's in now.
But then again, I parked perfectly good cars and walked away.
That you have.
So the 10 car of May.
It's going to be close for May.
On pit road. How many did he go? 40 on that one?
Yep.
So
it's going to be real close.
This is lap 90. So if this is going to be his final stop, if he goes to 10, it gets him to 100. 40 laps, McCauley.
Yep.
This is it. This is Gary May's final stop. So if it stays green, the 10 car's making his final pit stop, and he's got a shot at it, Michael McCauley.
He does.
He has a shot at winning this whole thing. So what a brilliant strategy for that 10 car right there of Gary May. We know he made his final pit stop, so all of it's we're just going to have to wait and see how the rest of it plays out, McCauley.
Yep.
So that's going to move Cogswell lap down into third, just ahead of May in the 27 car. And, a caution flag erases all that.
It does.
And your melon movement is 2.5 seconds behind Gann now. The melons are moving the wrong way, McCauley.
He needs a caution or fresh tires.
Needs something, don't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're in their window. They could pit now, too. If I'm Atkins, I might come in now.
Yeah, they are actually all within their window. So they got Atkins 28 laps on the run. I might short pit it a little bit. But I might make it a 37 or 6 or 5 lap run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get to the end. That way you can keep a little speed. I would make her an admin, and I'd take your wrench away, Nation.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought Atkins was going to go around.
He about lost it, but he saved it. Great save right there for the driver of the 41, and we're going to wait and see, but that may have been the save of the race, McCauley. It's going to cost him time. He's going to fall 4 seconds back to Justin Gann right here. 4.2 seconds back. So we're lap 94 of 130. That's going to give us, what, I don't know, 136 laps to go, McCauley? No,
36. Not 136.
You can't add a 1 to it, dumbass. So 36 laps to go. I had a Nation moment.
You did. You're allowed one per race.
Yeah. We can do one slip up like that per race. We'll be fine. If
You
that's
talk
all
to them
there
enough.
is.
Yeah, you talk to them enough, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, and we appreciate all the views tonight. There's been a lot of viewers in here. We appreciate the heck out of it, all the chat. We have a lot of fun with it. And we have all season long, haven't we, Macaulay?
We have.
But no Bender in here for the last couple weeks. Don't know what's wrong with that feller.
I have no clue. It's like he's got other things.
Last Thursday night, we're in the booth here for this season. Probably last night in the booth for me for a while, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So some people know about it. They've asked me a little bit, and one of them even mentioned what my emergency is, kind of, or who it was for. So I'll talk about it at the end of the broadcast, but just a little. I ain't going to get into too many details there.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. I straight called myself a dumbass. So 4.8 seconds between first and second. They're in that window, Macaulay. I'm coming to pit road.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care about you. I want 4 tires. I want to just go ahead and take her the rest of the way. And he listened. He listened. He's on pit road. He's got 32 laps left.
Yep, it'll be 32 at the line. 33 at the line.
Gann had a 4-second lead when the... now the question is, how long does Gann stay out?
I would come in now.
I said we had 136 laps to go, Grumpy, and I said, dumbass. Talking about myself. Nation with me on that one, so. But it was my one mistake for the night, Nation. That's what Macaulay and I talked about. Supposed to cut the grass till after the race, Macaulay.
He's going to lose a lot of time now.
Atkins going to get it going right here, the 41. But he is going to lose a lot of time. Macaulay's right, so maybe all the strategy he just figured out went away. We know the maximum that the 30 car can go, Michael Macaulay, is approximately
120, was it?
10 laps.
Or he short pitted too. Yeah, he could go probably about 10 more.
Yeah, he can go 10 more. We know that they can go 40 on a run, but what's he going to do? I mean, do you go 10 more? You got 20 laps to go in the race and just run her full ass out, Macaulay?
Might as well at this point.
Just send her both cheeks hanging. Just run it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I can't. You sold the butt kicker, is what you're saying. What you
yes.
Told me. Okay. How's the relationship going since then? 41's back on pit road, Michael Macaulay.
The relationship's still going.
Did it put a strain on it any or anything like that?
It may have here and there, but we're good.
All right. You could always go get a Harley.
I could do that.
All right, so the 41's on pit road again, and I'm not sure if he was penalized for his pit exit there, Macaulay. When did the wreck happen exactly?
It was right on the exit, so he probably came on the track too soon.
Yep. And he's serving that penalty on pit road now. So, man, that's pretty...
Here comes Gann.
Gann's coming to pit road, 31. So 29 laps to go in the race. Going to be 28 laps to go after he gets his tires. What is this, Buchanan? What is he saying, Macaulay?
I have no clue.
Speak the English, please. So the 41 went cutting grass, and iRacing didn't like it, threw a penalty at the feller, and put him back on pit road again. And that's the melon movement.
And now he's 2 laps down now.
Macaulay hid Buchanan Stevenson.
We don't got time for that.
I think he got his name backwards, too. Thinking Steve Buchanan, maybe. Then we would have really been like, what the hell? Is he retarded? You know what I mean, Macaulay?
Yeah.
So we're on board with the race leader, and he's 6.1 seconds up over Gary May. So that's going to end that. That's going to end that whole debate, Macaulay.
Yeah.
But good try from May. And Gary's still a lap down. Jonathan Cogswell's also a lap down, but Atkins going to go 2 laps down now. And the 41 is back out on the racetrack, so a tough break right there for the driver of the 41 car. Bender. What the heck?
Wow.
Why did it...
I don't understand why.
I don't know why it held that. Because he put redneck in there.
Yeah.
Way to go, Google and YouTube. Since when was redneck a bad word?
News to me.
We do, nation. We speak bad English on a good day. We butchered it, did we? We butchered English, Macaulay. We make up our own damn words sometimes.
Oh, that's daily.
And if you don't understand it, well, you're just stupid. That's how we do it. So, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars retired?
I think we only got 4 left on the track.
Is 00 on the track? Yes, he is. We got 5 on the
That's
track.
right. Yep. He's.
Atkins, man, tough break for the driver of the 41, racing so hard, winning last week, racing so hard tonight, going for a championship, Macaulay in. Mistakes happen.
Yep. Tough break.
We've seen that for several drivers, but a big break for this driver right here. He's been pretty dominant since the chase started, talking about the 30 car Justin Gann. And he's sitting in a pretty safe situation. They got 24 laps to go. And Gann is a full lap over the field. Michael McCauley.
Yeah, the field needs a caution right now.
They need a caution, and this driver can basically put it on cruise control.
Oh. Heard someone hit the wall.
We don't need it. Move it out, Macaulay. Push that wall out. Take it out.
Yeah.
Might be the 41. He's probably driving the wheels off that thing now.
Oh, he is. He's driving as hard as he can now.
One of the reasons is because he wants to get up there and get a lap back from the 31 or the 30, because that'll put him 1 lap down, Macaulay.
In case we get a caution and Gann pits, he can get a wave around.
Yes, in case we get a caution, there is 23 laps to go, and that would allow the 41 to get a wave around and give him another shot in this thing. So the one thing that could destroy Gann's 1 lap lead is a caution flag. But this is interesting right here. Cogswell sitting on the podium in the 3rd spot. Gary May up in 2nd, Michael McCauley. So what May did worked.
Yeah, it's going to get him a podium finish.
It'll put him on the podium, more than likely 22 to go, either in 2nd or 3rd. Because looks like Cogswell's got a little bit fresher tires than he does, and he's definitely closing the gap in. But that's if they can both survive this driver right here, Michael Atkins Jr. And Atkins is running the 30 down. He's trying to get a lap back right here. They're on about the same tires, though. There's a lap difference between the 41 and the 30's tires, Macaulay.
Yeah.
It'll be 20 to go at the line right there, so 20 laps to go. 110 laps of the 130 complete, and 1 caution flag tonight. And what an interesting chat we've had.
It's been all over the place.
It has. When we've had Hal Nation, all the usuals, Grumpy. But we've had some new ones in here. Bender finally shows up in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, finally made an appearance.
Finally made an appearance here, and it took the easy road Over under 1. And we've had how many cautions, Macaulay?
1, my pick.
Macaulay's pick. And I think we're going to get another caution. I just don't know when. One of these guys is bound to mess up, Macaulay.
They're going to give it 110% effort, so there's a good chance.
So it's good to see the 00 back out on the track. He's, 85 laps down, Macaulay?
Yep, 85. Right.
But I'll tell you what, he's only about 4 laps from picking up another spot. I mean, he can pick up some spots, Macaulay, is what I'm saying. He could potentially pick up 2 more and move him up to, 7th?
Yep.
So there is that. I mean, Nick could pick up a few spots out there. Atkins, though, he's caught Gann pretty much. He's trying to get a lap back here, Macaulay, because if a caution does come out, he needs it.
Oh, yeah.
He needs that lap back. He showed 2 laps down right now, so if he can get one of them back and a caution comes out, he could take a wave around, make it interesting on a green-white checker, wouldn't it, buddy?
Oh, it would.
And I think I heard a car idling on pit road. There ain't one on pit road. They're all on the track. So we can go on to the race leader now with 17 to go, and the 41 is right there.
He's not giving up that fight to get a lap back.
Gann working the bottom, 41 working the top, and you never want to. I mean, even though he's 2 down, why would you? And he's 1 down now, Macaulay. He's going to get it, and if I'm Gann, I'm not fighting him for it.
No.
I mean, that's smart racing. Why take a chance of... We don't know how the 00 is still moving, but he's doing it. Right, Macaulay?
We'll give him credit.
He spent 85 laps on pit road letting the crew fix that car. That's how he's moving. Nation could start throwing debris out on the track again.
He could. He's done it before.
All right, so the 41's going to get a lap back there. He's going to go a lap down. He's 6 seconds behind Cogswell for 3rd. A feller might still be able to get on the podium. Just throwing that out there. And
got a chance.
He might even get up to 2nd. Macaulay.
Yeah, you never know. May could run out of gas or something.
Well, May's only 8 seconds in front of him. But there is 15 laps to go. Nation shoveling snow, please.
He's not going to do that.
He ain't getting out there and shoveling shit, is he, Macaulay?
No.
We know better than that. I could see him, though, open his garage up and throw out a couple bags of salt here and there, Macaulay.
Just to freeze it.
It'd work better if he opened them, right?
Oh, yeah.
He said he shoveled enough snow this year. Probably had to get out of your door a few times. Or either that or shovel it out away from the door of the laundry room so he could get in there, right, Macaulay?
Yeah.
Because let's ask Nation where he's at now, and I'll bet he's in the laundry room of a hotel. Facts, Michael Macaulay, facts.
Oh, yeah.
13 laps to go on a 15-race season. The finale at Homestead for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series brought to you by Butt Kicker. And this driver right here, he's led 73 laps of the 118 ran. And I would say that that's a butt kicker right there, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
He has a 1-lap lead on the field with 12 laps to go. And that would propel the driver of the 30 to what I believe would be a 2nd Cup Series championship, Michael Macaulay.
I think it'd be back-to-back, wouldn't it?
Did he win last season?
I believe he did.
You may even be correct there, Michael Macaulay. I don't know. A guy can't remember. Not going to pretend to, but I know it's the 2nd championship. in the Cup Series. So the 30 car is 10 laps away right now. 10 laps. No, he was, 10 laps. Had to let time and scoring catch up.
Would be back-to-back, too.
So he's headed for back-to-back championships in the Hyperdrive Cup Series. And he's 10 laps away from making that happen, so there's your leader. Let's go back to P2. 1 lap down, you're going to find the 10 car of Gary, the Gentleman May. What a great run for that 10 car tonight. Little different strategy on fuel, Macaulay. Able to do it on 1 less stop than the other guys, so great strategy right there for the driver of the 10. And who do we got in third, Macaulay?
Third, we got Jonathan Cogswell in the 27. Trying to get another podium finish. Maybe we can get, even if it's not a win, get Nation in here to do that interview if he holds on for third.
Oh, that's a good point. So we'll go back to fourth, and there's a melon movement there, Macaulay.
He is, and he can see Cogswell and Gary May in the windshield now.
Yeah, Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41 car, able to get one of his laps back to go to a lap down, and as Macaulay said, he's running down Cogswell and Gary May, so that's going to be interesting. And we're going to go back to our 7th place driver, and he did pick up those 2 spots just like I said he would, Macaulay.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to get the next one. But
no, he won't get the next one, but give him props for staying out there, and he's actually coming in now.
He's going to come into pit road. So he went out and did what he had to do to pick up a couple more spots, so kudos to you, Nick Hunt, driver of the 00. And that's your through the field. Retired, we got the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. He parked her for the night. David Elliott parked it. Mike Rominger parked it. Todd Cray parked it. And Chad Osborne has parked it for the night and for the season.
Yep.
And we did all that. Did our through the field. 7 laps to go here, Macaulay. 7 laps to go on a 15-race season. 7 laps to go on a 130-lap race. And in the beginning, it was going to be hard to pick a winner. But as this race progressed, it got a little easier, Michael McCauley.
It did. It got narrowed down to 2, and
one of them made a mistake.
Yep.
And that's all it takes. I mean, one mistake and no more cautions, because that first and only caution come out on lap 3. Let's keep that in mind. So this, you erase that, and it's a green flag race.
Yep.
But because it come out so early, it makes it like a green flag race anyway. They're only about 5 laps short. So that did happen. 5 laps to go, though, with a 1-lap lead. I'm feeling pretty good about the 30's chances right here, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. He can run about 50%.
Nation said he'd have to quit his job. Why? You ain't even clocked in yet. You can come in here and do that. So 30, Justin Gann, 5 to go. And I'm looking at the lap times, and he's backed her down a bit, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Guys just floating her in there and taking her a little bit more easy. No sense of wadding the car up and giving up 1 lap in a championship, is there, Macaulay?
Nope. We actually got a battle for second now.
Yep, Cogswell's ran down Gary May. 4 to go, and he's catching them quickly right here in the corner, so I don't think it's going to take long. And Atkins and Gann back a little farther. They're not going to get to him in time. And we're on the back of the 27 car Cogswell, and we're going to stay here for just a brief second. We're going to go back to the race leader. Cogswell goes around.
Yep.
So Cogswell's going to move to second. Keep that in mind, Nation. Second. There we go. And Justin Gann has about 2 laps to go now, Macaulay. 2.5.
Yep.
So the 30 car going for the championship, as we've said. Atkins still back here in 4th. And it doesn't look like he's going to have enough time to catch those guys to get another spot, does it, Macaulay?
I don't think so. Never say never, but...
Never say never, that's right. Cogswell 2nd, Gary May to 3rd, Michael Atkins Jr., the mellow movement, back and 4th. So on board actually with the 30 car, your race leader, Justin Gann. Here I'm working the throttle through the corner right here. He's going to take the white flag this time, Michael McCauley.
Final time.
They're waving it. White flag is out. One more time to win a race, win a championship, and win a season, Michael McCauley. That's a big race.
That is.
You wrap it all up in one. You win a race, a championship, and a season. And the 41 caught the 10.
Can he get around him?
He does. The 41 just put himself back in the top 3 on the podium. Michael Atkins Jr., but your race winner and champion. No mistakes tonight, McCauley. No mistakes on pit road is going to propel the 30 of Justin Gann to another championship in the Hyperdrive Cup Series and the win here at Homestead. We knew you would have to win it to be the champion, McCauley.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And he stepped up to it, and that's clearly three out of 5, maybe 4 out of 5 Chase wins. I think the only other one to win in the Chase was Atkins, wasn't it?
I believe the Epic Kansas.
So the 30's going to burn it down. We're going to wait for them to get in a waiting room, and I think we're going to run a quick commercial while we're doing that.
All right.
Actually, McCauley, we're going to let Gann do his burnout. That's a better idea than the commercial.
Yeah.
Gann burning it down out there, we got to watch that. Then maybe we'll do a commercial. I don't know. Nation surprise face. Maybe Nation couldn't get in the laundry room because they snowed in.
That could be it, too.
But I'd say the champagne is ready in the 30 pits as he parks his car right there on the start-finish line, and what would be a flawless race for the driver of that 30 car, and damn near a flawless chase to go with it, Michael McCauley.
Yeah, it's almost perfect since the playoffs started.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dominant. 85 laps led of 130. And I think it was 4 out of 5 chase races, McCauley.
It was.
He's won 4 out of the 5 chase races. So Atkins had one last week. This driver would be perfect for the chase.
Yep.
But able to do it 4 out of 5 times, and he won the right one right here in Homestead. That's going to give him the championship as well as a victory here. And you know he's got to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Cogswell,
He's still celebrating.
Cogswell waiting for Nation 01 to get in the waiting room right here, I'm sure. And I see Gann they're all waiting on us, so here we go, McCauley.
All right.
Justin Gann. You got Vernon, Michael McCauley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Oh, man. Talk about a race. And it wasn't handed to you, Justin.
Yeah, honestly, I was just telling them down there, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't feel like I had the speed that Michael had and Nick, so I just stayed in it and somehow it worked out for me.
Did you was it being the last race and for all the marbles on the season, Justin, did it make going to pit road any different for you tonight? Did anything change for you as far as how you drove that car?
Well, I could tell you one thing. That very last pit stop, I was very conservative. I knew I had this thing at that point, so I was like, I could lose it here in the pits, so I'm just going to take it easy and keep on rolling. I was still pretty aggressive early on those stops because I felt like the only way I'd even be able to beat Michael was to outdo him in the pits. Unfortunately for him, I don't know what was going on with him. Maybe it was just his line he was running, or what, but it seemed like my tires lasted pretty well through the long runs.
Yeah, we could see the difference in lines, and we could actually see the benefit when you moved to the bottom on the longer run on how well the bottom worked later in the run.
Yeah, yeah. The first, I don't know, I'd say 5 to 7 laps, you couldn't really run that bottom, but once you got some heat in those tires, you could really stick it down there, and pretty much the lower you exited, the faster I felt like my car was. So I tried to get it as low as I could and stay in the throttle as long as I could.
Yeah, I gauge that off the first run. I think I'd seen you fall back. You're battling for second with the 22 and the 42, and I believe you guys had fallen back like 7 seconds, and you were able to run him down throughout the end of the run. So we got to see you put on a good clinic on the bottom right there.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I was like, man, I don't know. I mean, just making it to him, what I don't think was going to do it, because I feel like he would have been able to do the same thing again, and by the time I get to him again, we'd have pit stops. So um, I really wasn't. I wasn't very confident on being able to get the win, and I thought for sure he was going to get the most laps led and everything. So even if I was able to pass him at the end, he still could have potentially won the championship with bonus points.
Yeah, by bonus pointing out. But with 85 of 130 lead, I think you pretty much put the explanation point there too, Justin.
Yeah,
You left
yeah.
no doubt. And Michael McCauley, who is the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports champion?
It's Justin Gann.
There we go. I like the sound of that, man. I couldn't do it last season, so I was glad I could do it this season.
Well, you got it done, but you got it done the season before last, so that means you're a two-time champion in the Cup Series, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we got an experienced champion in the booth, and man, going back to the beginning of the chase, Justin, 5 chase races in the 30 car, able to find victory lane 4 times out of those 5 races.
Yeah, once they updated this car, man, it was really I could tell Michael has really been enjoying it, seeing the way he's been running these past few races, and I mean Jonathan as well. He's really been running up front ever since that update, and I really struggled the way this car was during the beginning of the season, and I hate to say it, but I wasn't really enjoying it. And then once this update came out and they gave us a little more power and loosened up the car a little bit and mess with the tires, um, I I think it still has a little bit of work, but it's more of a driver's car at this point. So just really having a blast.
Yeah, it looked like you guys looked like a lot of guys have fought it, and the car's been a little snappy on them, and the guys that have fought it, there's a couple of you guys that you go through your issues because we've seen you get loose a few times tonight, and we see even like the 41 get loose 3 or 4 or 5 times, but we know that you're fighting a car as well as everyone else, but you guys, like you said, are just able to hold on to it better.
Yeah, I did those on purpose. I was just testing it to see how I'd be able to save it just in case if I did get loose. So
You were warming practicing.
those were that was just me practicing getting loose.
You hear that, Macaulay?
Oh yeah, I hear it.
I don't usually practice at 190.
Yeah, I got scared a couple times there.
Yeah, one of those was a delayed moment. You went sideways for what we count it, Macaulay, 3.5 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it seems like once it gets sideways, it does not want to straighten out. Even if you get it to go straight for a second, it still cuts right back and flips you sideways again. So the really the only way to save it there is to wait for the straightaway, I feel.
Yeah, and even though you had the one caution, it probably felt like a complete green flag race.
Yeah, so that was definitely a long race.
So, limiting mistakes, do you think that was the key tonight, Justin?
Oh, 100%. Any race you come into, you always got to come into that mindset that you're gonna be careful. You're gonna watch who you're racing around. Give room. There's times where I let Michael go. Um, I think I let somebody else go one other time. Um, that's how I really do in most races. I'll probably cruise around top five, and then towards the end there is when I'd like to really start making my moves.
Well, it worked for you tonight. You won the race. You are the champion of the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, Justin. Once again, and congratulations to you, buddy. Do you have anyone you want to thank for the season? Everything. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, definitely got to shout out Ayers iRacing Paints. He's sponsored me for the past 2 seasons, so definitely enjoy racing for him. Um, I got to thank Hyperdrive Racing for sponsoring the series this season. They've been with us since the start, so I really have to thank them. I got to thank Butt Kicker. This is also their second season with us, so um, definitely a huge shout out to all those people. Thank my family, my wife, my kids for letting me race the way I do. I want to thank all the fans that watch us. Appreciate that. The drivers that stuck through the season with the car. All the work being done to this car throughout the season. It definitely makes it hard to stick it out. And these guys, they did a great job. A lot of respect out there on the track. Um, and I want to thank all the administration for everything that they've done throughout the season, along with you guys over there at WFO.
Well, Justin, thank you. We certainly appreciate that week in and week out. And I mean, speaking for even Macaulay and myself, we've enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can definitely tell watching those broadcasts. So,
All right, get down there and party with the crew.
all right, man.
You deserve it.
Bye.
So, race winner and champion right there, Justin Gann. So, because of bonus points and stuff, Macaulay, I don't know how the other points have fallen. And
Yeah.
I don't see Nation down there in the waiting room to join us or in the main lobby or nothing. So, I guess you're going to have to take this interview here.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So, we're going to find the driver of our second place. There you go, Macaulay.
Hey, Jonathan Cogswell, you got Vernon Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, sure do.
So it was a good, solid P2 tonight. No, needed one more spot, but definitely a good, solid run for you. Actually, it was a solid season for you all together.
It's really incredible. I mean, I remember starting here last year. I'd be lucky to get a top 10. So this last couple of months, I've been really on fire. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, I don't think I'll ever be Justin fast, or Michael fast, but otherwise, I'm really I'm happy with how I am doing.
Yeah, no, like I said, it was good run. I mean, obviously, the more practice you get, one of these days you'll get up to those guys. Like, definitely can count on that. We're trying to get Nation in the booth here, but he never joined us. He's been in the chat mostly all race, so.
I wanted to go with 0 incidents, and I've done it. 0 incidents, so.
No, that's good. So, I mean, is there any plans for your off season here, or are you just practice, taking some time off, or?
Well, now that I've gotten good, I've joined like 4 leagues.
So there's no more off season for you.
No more off season, and I can't wait to start with Swift again.
Yeah, I don't know if they put their new schedule up or not yet, but no, it's definitely a good run, great season for you. Well, we got you in the booth here. Anybody you would like to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank Don and Justin, and I'd like to thank you all in the booth for a great season and all the drivers that show up to race every week. And I can't wait to do it all over again with we'll get 40 drivers come out here next time.
Yeah, that'd be entertaining. That'd be a lot. Vern, you got anything else you want to say?
We lobbied to try to get Nation in here to do this interview. He ain't playing nice with us, Jonathan.
He ain't gonna come in here for second place.
He said if you'd have won the thing, he'd have probably come out of the closet. But
He would have. I know he would have. Maybe next season.
I think maybe the aliens got him entertained right now.
They are fairly entertaining.
But congratulations, second place in points too.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, really, I can't even believe it. I mean, I'll be lucky to get a top 10 and the top 5 now. Second, I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, the quality of drivers I'm up against is it's an incredible feeling right now. It really is. I want to take this with me for the rest of my life.
There you go, man, and let it sit in too, and come back next season and get number one. Go for that championship.
I can't wait.
All right, we look forward to seeing you race next season and going for that, Jonathan. Man, it's been a lot of fun having you in the booth multiple times now, and I'm sure Nation gets a good laugh too from time to time.
You know, last season I talked to you one time, and this season, I mean, look at me now, to championship. Here we are in this booth, second place. It's unbelievable.
We've seen the progression, and me and Michael McCauley have both, and we've had you in the booth a lot this season. And last season, you're right, it was one time. And look at you now this season, second in points. What an improvement! Second in a race tonight, and I don't know, McCauley. What do you think? We're expecting big things next season, aren't we?
Oh, we are. We're gonna have a couple wins.
So
Maybe a championship.
And you win that championship, we'll drag Nation's ass in the booth somewhere, won't we, McCauley?
Oh yeah.
Them other guys got plenty of butt kickers. I want one.
There you go. Congratulations on that second place in points and your second place finish in the race here, Jonathan.
Thanks, guys. It's been a ball of fun, and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
We have to. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
All right, so there was our second place finisher, and we got another interview. So the MMO radio guys might want to get ready, because here it is. We got a melon movement coming to the broadcast booth, McCauley.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to do the final interview, and it's going to be a double interview, Michael McCauley.
All right.
We're both going to interview, and I'm going to let you start.
Hey, Michael Atkins, you got Vern and Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, McCall.
So it's probably not what you're looking for, but it was definitely you're strong. Definitely in the early going, you're strong. It looks like you had that mishap there on pit road, but kind of just walk us through your race. I mean, it was definitely, you had a strong going.
Yeah, before y'all pulled Justin up, I think he was, as y'all pulled him up, he was talking with me. I think he started saying that he was looking forward to the battle at the end, and unfortunately, I went to leave pit road on the last stop. Wheels just spun like, it almost felt like I was on an all slick or something. And I shifted up to second, and for some reason, it just seemed like the RPMs never changed and just kept revving and revving. And as I left pit road, I went to shift up to third, and it bumped back down to first gear. And I was like, well, I know I shifted upshifted on the sequential shifter. But it, not down in iRacing, nothing. Just probably happened to be a little glitch on the track or something like that. Who knows? The rear end just did a real bad hop, and it just kicked me through the grass. Ended up giving me a 26-second penalty. It happens. I have fun up until then. Me and Justin was going toe-to-toe, and I got to the point where, I got to mix this up a little bit in order to maintain pace with him, because he was just killing me on tire wear. And it would give me, I just knew it'd give me an opportunity, chance to try to figure out where is he getting advantage on me, how is he getting advantage on me, because I pulled out to a 4-second lead at the start, and then I just got really tight, so I made an adjustment in iRacing once I saw he was gaining on me, this, that, and the other, and yeah, I'm happy to get third. Ecstatic from my boss man over here on this Discord. We know him as Grumpy Old Bastard over there. I know him as MC Shagey. Um, you especially I give a shout out to Allied radio station, Temple Radio over there. DJ Jess. She was actually out sick this week, so she didn't do her set, but she plays good music. But yeah, I'm just right now. I'm happy, but you had a chance to win a championship, but it just random circumstances basically killed it for us. But you know what? It just gives us motivation to come back next season with this car in this league and see if we can do it again.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a strong season for you. I mean, you had 2 wins. So, I mean, that's definitely pretty good there. 2 wins. And definitely seemed like with the new update when that came out, definitely seemed like you had the upper hand. With the car being a little more loose, looked like you had the upper hand. So, if that continues going into next season, definitely think you have a upper hand on the other drivers. So, definitely going to be exciting.
Yeah, me and the boss man actually was talking a couple weeks ago, and I told him, I said, the funny thing is, I said, Daytona was pretty good, pretty strong out, and then Las Vegas, just like night circumstances, just got spun around, got nailed a couple times at Las Vegas. It kicked me back to, I think it was 17th, 19th in points, and just in this short run all the way up to the chase, it was just how I just mowed back up through the standings and stuff like that. So, you take everything with a grain of salt. I don't learn that with life anymore. And, life will knock you down, especially like tonight. You just want to say certain words, but even just like me on a radio station, I can't say certain words. So I plead the fifth, refrain to comment, but with certain words. But I can't thank radio stations enough. All the support, both of them, and all the fans, including World Tour Trucking. I got to give Night of Guns a shout out too on air, because all 3 Discords I'm in, and they're phenomenal. The support, appreciation, respect I get from everybody, it blows my mind. I've been on iRacing for, I think October will be 11 or 12 years now, October this year, and I was just telling Gary May in the waiting room, you be on iRacing that long, with the number of wins I got in my career, trying to run fair and legit and everything, and you get to the point in your career where you just want to say, yeah, it's time to retire, time to hang it up, because you get close. I'm getting up in age. I'm close 40 years old. So, but when you get respect from all these different Discords, and 2 of them was sponsored on the car for this season, but hopefully another one will come on board for next season. We'll have to wait and see. I think we got a month off before next season starts. But man, I can't thank the listeners on MMO Radio enough, including all my Discord friends. Man, they're awesome. Yeah. I'm speechless on that matter. I just can't thank them enough.
It's great. You have the follower. They're in the chat every week in, week out, and we appreciate it. So good luck going into the next season, and congrats on a strong season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. It looked like the Mellon movement was going to go for the championship early on in that one, Michael Atkins.
Yeah, Vern, I was just telling McCauley, it's just that last pit stop, I felt the wheel spin, and yeah, I was like, okay, this is going to be good or this is going to be bad, and the rear end just went out from under me to the right, and I was like, yeah, this ain't good. And then I come off the pit road and black flag, 26-second penalty. But yeah, we'll come back next season with a vengeance. So show our racing what we got. So and this league. So
There you go. Congratulations to you on your top 3 podium finish in the race and third place in points here in the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. So congrats to you on a good season here, Michael Atkins Jr.
yeah, sorry I didn't mention admins, but Don Kidder, Andy Starcher, Justin Gann, all the admins in there with all the different series. Thank y'all for hosting the series. It takes a lot of money to host, put up sessions, blah, 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 blah. There, I covered everybody. So, y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you,
too.
Michael Atkins Jr. You have a great night, buddy.
You too.
All right, with that, Macaulay, while we got a few viewers tuned in here, and anyone can catch it on the end of the broadcast, or on a rewatch. Bittersweet broadcast for me, and some of the people know why, others don't, so I'm going to clear it up. There is a family emergency. It's not me. Nothing's wrong with me that I know of. I feel fine. And I broadcast week in and week out, but sadly my mom's not doing so hot. And we have a lot of stuff going on with my mom that's eating into a lot of my time that I would normally have to be able to commit to, all the nights that I do broadcasting and things like that, and I'm not going to be able to do that for a while. So with that said, this will be my final broadcast. And that might be for, I don't know how long. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm going to put family first on it, and I'm going to step away from probably pretty much iRacing and just most of my hobbies right now to focus on doing whatever I can to be there for the family right now. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no, family comes first.
So I am going to step away from it. That being said, unfortunately, I don't plan on returning next season on Thursday nights. And I won't be able to do a Tuesday or Wednesday night broadcast either. We'll work out some details, like to see the WFO Racing Network continue in my absence. That'd be pretty cool. So we may have to look and figure out if someone's got a system that can run these overlays.
Yep.
And just hand the reins over, Macaulay.
Yeah.
But I hate it. Like I said, it's bittersweet, and I've been broadcasting here since season 2? I think. We did 3 complete seasons together, Macaulay.
I did 2. I did the end of season 2. Did the last 2 with you.
Okay, so you did the end of season 2, and then you did the last couple seasons.
Yep.
So we have been doing it for a while, but it's sad to have to say that. We've had a ton of fun on Thursday nights.
Oh, it's been a blast.
And
enjoyed it.
Meeting all the people from MMO Radio, that's really meant a lot to us. Going back and just rewatching these things, looking at the chat, it'll give you a good laugh anytime. And you guys, they've been great all season. Everyone that we've seen come in, we appreciate it very much. All the likes, the comments you guys make, the chat, it's not only a race, but it makes it fun, Macaulay.
Oh, it does.
That's
what makes the race.
It adds that little bit extra into it, and I think that's what is really important to, I don't know, maybe hopefully it even helps the viewers out where, when we're laughing and having a good time, they get that excitement too, Macaulay.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, but it's just sad that, I had to, and it kind of got sprung on us, like unexpectedly. That's the weird part about it. But we're, the family will be strong. We'll deal with it, and hopefully everything will come out fine. And thank you for that, Grumpy. We definitely will take you up on that. And I'll still be behind the scenes doing some stuff for you guys, Macaulay. Making sure everything gets going. But I'm going to take a break, and with that, I hope that the WFO Racing Network don't have to take a real long break, and maybe somebody will get in and run the show for us for a little bit, but we'll have to see on that. Michael McCauley, over 2 seasons with you in the booth here on Thursday nights, and those seasons didn't have a very long break between them.
No, they didn't.
But we managed to do it and hang in there. I want to thank Swift Motorsports for letting us be here on Thursday nights. Don Kidder, Andy Starcher, all the admins over here, Justin Gann, the owner at Swift, for having us. It's been a fun run, but sadly it's going to be my final one. So I want to.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I want to thank all those guys, and definitely you, McCauley. You've been my right-hand man for a little while now in this thing.
Yeah.
And might be able to go to the top guy now.
I don't know about that.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Like the broadcast if you liked it. If you like the racing here. If you like what went on, like it for any reason other than that. Send me your Discord. I'll hang out with y'all. We could probably do that for Nation too, because we're in their Discord. So
Yeah.
we might be able to do that. But once again, thank everyone for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. The WFO Racing Network's definitely going to be. We're not done forever.
No.
I'm just done for a while. How's that? But once I get everything taken care of, I'll be right back at it. And I know that. So thank you guys. And whenever the next broadcast is, I'm sure we'll see you guys then.